So over the last week or so, me and Jack have been out here putting down some sod around our new house, slowly turning big dirt into big grass, so stick around for that. And I'm not smart enough to come up with a way to automatically put the sod down, maybe one day. But watering sod has got to be the most boring thing in the world. And I got a few sprinklers, but with as much dirt as we've got around the sod, and I'll show you that, if I use a normal sprinkler, I'm just going to wash away all the dirt that's not covered. So I got to thinking, you know, I need a long sprinkler that I can kind of aim it. And so I thought about going and buying one, but I thought, why would I buy a sprinkler when I could build one that would take 3 times as long to get and cost 5 times as much to make? So let's check out this sod situation. Yeah. So you can see we got a little bit of sod started, but a whole lot of dirt off to the side, and it's a pretty big slope. The camera doesn't really do it justice. But if I was to put a sprinkler up here and try to aim it at the sod, I'd end up getting a lot on the dirt itself, and I'd be doing dirt work again, which I don't want to do. So the plan is to build a sprinkler that's like long and skinny. I'm going to put 3 sprinkler heads on it. That way it can spray the length of the sod, and hopefully I can dial it in with some ball valves I'm going to put on it so that I can adjust the distance. Let's go check out what all we're going to need to get this done. Yeah. All right, Jack's going to walk us through what all the different components of the PVC fittings we're going to use is.
Top.
You got the top.
Nozzle.
A nozzle.
Tube.
A tube.
Cross.
A cross.
A T-head.
A T-head.
A drip.
What do you call that? Like a spyglass?
Spyglass.
Yeah, that's a good name for it.
And
a smaller spyglass.
A round-up spyglass.
Yep, there we go. No, but really, so these are all the different pieces we're going to use, and in the description I'll be a little more detailed on it. And anybody who's ever done any work with PVC or plumbing or anything like that, it's super easy. The hard part is being prepared and not having to make 7 trips to the store to get everything you need. Is being prepared. All right, so just to give you an idea of what the plan is here, I'll lay all these out. So this accepts the male end of the water hose, and then since we're using 1/2-inch PVC, we got this little adjuster thing. So then we'll be down to 1/2 inch, and then let's see, we're gonna split that with that 4-way. 2 of these will just be coming out about 1 foot, so we have like legs to keep it upright. This will be poking straight up, and then we will have our 1/2-inch female to male threaded so that it will go into our sprinkler head. And these are just some, I think they're called rainbirds. I had them on around my garden, and on the garden they were about 10 feet apart, but they were 3.5 feet or so off the ground. So on this, since they're going to be so low, I think I'm just going to spread them out about 8 feet, but we'll just see. So this will be going here, and it'll probably only be this high off the ground, you know, 6 inches to the top. Well, actually, I'm going to slide these down. I've got a ball valve here to the sprinkler, and then there'll be a piece of pipe, and then same thing, go another ball valve, 4-way, and then a T to the male threaded, to a sprinkler, piece of pipe, ball valve. You get the idea. And then this time we will go to a T going up, and then T to dead end, and so this one will be pointed up to hold the sprinkler, and then this is another thing just where we can put 1 foot out of each side just to keep it stable. And in the meantime, Jack has painted his Crocs so that everybody likes them better, he says.
Yeah.
They look pretty cool, dude. But Mommy's probably not going to be too happy. What's wrong with you over there?
What?
So anyways, got everything laid out, how it's gonna go. Got all the PVC cut, like I said. The little short pieces there are gonna be the like the legs to hold it up. These longer pieces I got, like I said, 8 feet long. So let's get to gluing and sticking. We'll do a little time lapse of that or something because it's gonna be boring. Alright, so our camera died while we were gluing up the sprinkler, and so while waiting for it to charge, we went ahead and came out here and tried to hook it up and everything, and I realized that I bought the wrong piece.
No way! I can't believe this!
Luckily, I'm a pack rat, a hoarder, whatever you want to call it, and I had the right piece laying around. So we got that working. Let me show you what I'm looking at. So originally, this brass fitting here, or copper fitting or whatever it is, it was another PVC fitting like all the rest of them. And got out here, went to go hook it up, and the water hose wouldn't actually thread into it. Luckily, I had that one laying around though. Bless you, bud. You can see that Jack has been enjoying the sprinklers, I think more than the grass has. A little cold now, even though we're in Florida. But yeah, so these rain birds are perfect because you can make them spray 360 degrees, or if you look right here, you can see where it's only spraying 180 out to the side. If I can, there we go. And also I like the idea of these ball valves. If you need to throttle them down, or you know, maybe I just want to use one of these sprinkler heads, I could do it. I could use the first one, or I could use the last. No, I definitely can't use the last one, but I could use the first one if I wanted to without having to, you know, sprinkle the whole 30 feet or so that we're using here. Give me just a minute to turn the water off and I'll kind of show you how to adjust these things. And just to show you, so this is the first one here. I'll show you how to adjust it. So you can see that it's spraying out to the side, and I've got the ball valve about 3/4 of the way closed, just to, so I'm not trying to soak my front porch. I don't think Jack can handle that anymore. But yeah, let me cut this water off and I'll show you how to adjust it. All right, so this is a little tricky to do because whenever the water's off, these top things pop back down. It's a little tricky, especially with one hand. All right, here we go. So once you got this thing popped up, or you can do it while the water's on if you're looking to get a little wet. Summertime, have at it. But so, like right now, I showed you it was spraying 180 degrees out to the side. If you wanted to adjust which direction that was spraying, but keep it 180 degrees, you can twist this whole little nub that pops up. But if you want to adjust, you know, the degrees that it's spraying from 180 to 360, whatever it is, you can see this top little ridge here that I got my finger on. It's kind of hard to see there. But you can actually spin that. So if I'm spinning it to the right, it's going to be spreading it out. So now that it's twisted all the way to the right, whenever I turn this water on, we should see it spraying 360 degrees. Now let's see if I can do this without getting completely soaking wet. Nope. Whoo, that's chilly. But yeah, so you can see it spraying all the way around now. Jack, you want to be a real pal and turn that water off?
Yes. Anybody's don't want to get wet again, so.
You got it, you got it, you got it, you got it. Oh, good job, buddy. Thanks. All right. Yeah, I know, that was awesome, dude. You're a hero. All right, so we're back running again. And so this time, same thing. Twist this thing back to the left. Just very tight. If you twist the whole thing, your whole little attachment will come off. But if you twist just this top ring back to the left, we're going from 360 to less. And I'm just gonna twist it all the way and just see, which I think it's all the way now. Again, this is pretty tricky to do one hand. All right, let's see what we got now. Yep, Jack, you mind turning the water on for us?
Me?
Please. On.
I kind of avoided it.
All right, so with that top ring twisted all the way to the left, you can see it's barely shooting anything out in that one direction. And so like now, if you wanted that stream to point directly towards the house, you can twist this whole nub. And now we're pointing that direction. And so now I think with it popped up, it'll be a little easier to show. This very top ring here, you just twist it and it opens up the degrees that it's spraying. And so now we're spraying too far to the right, so we'll grab the whole nub. And if we wanted to spray over in this direction, but really what I want to do is go back to 180 degrees. So again, I'm twisting this top adjuster. And there we go. And so you can see it's kind of spraying away on the porch, and that's why I like this ball valve, because if I crank it down to about right there, not quite that far, you want the sprinkler head to stay at least above. But you can see now we're hitting just to the edge of the porch, 180 degrees on all of them. And now Daddy doesn't have to stand out here for 45 minutes a night to wet this grass that I've been working so hard to lay down. All right, so there it is. I'm gonna work on dragging this around the yard, just trying to move it around so we don't waterlog one spot.
So that would kind of get the grass a little too strong.
Oh yeah, we don't want the grass too strong, as Jack's saying. But yeah, so just goes to show you, yeah, if I didn't have these sprinkler heads laying around or the attachments, it's gonna be expensive. Don't tell my wife, but I also bought a $90 water hose, but it was necessary for the sprinkler system. But yeah, so I mean, PVC pipe, super easy. These Rainbirds, you can get them on Amazon or wherever. These may not even be Rainbirds, to be honest with you. I just got the cheapest sprinkler head I could find. But yeah, a little DIY sprinkler to move around the yard. Keep your grass nice and watered without having to stand here. Some people may enjoy that, but I don't. I got too much stuff to do. Well, that about does it for today's project here at Big Dirt. Just goes to show you, any of this stuff's easy. Yeah, you could go buy it. Probably actually save a little money, save a little time. But like me and Jack do here, I mean, nothing better than spending a little time with your kids, teaching them something, being able to work with their hands. Coming up here on Big Dirt, we've got some pretty big stuff in the pipes. Coming up with got a pole barn kit. You already got it. We're going to be building a gas fire pit at some point because my wife saw one on vacation and loved it, which that gives me something to build. That gives her something to enjoy. It's perfect. If any of you guys are saddle hunters for, you know, bow hunters or anything like that, I've got some bow and gear hangers listed on my Facebook. If any of y'all are interested, check it out at Big Dirt Builds on Facebook. Or if you've got any ideas for any other equipment or anything like that you need, just let me know. I'll be happy to design it for you.
Yep. Subscribe, like, my videos.
Bye.